building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat. We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat. We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
three-point shot for Peñafiel. Boom!
Too big, too strong, too good. Out for another three-pointer. Butter!
Not in my house!
And welcome back mga Kaliga to the continuing coverage of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5 as we head into the fourth game of our 5-game game day and the match between two hottest teams in the tournament. Both squads entered the game with identical records and identical momentum, and this is an intriguing matchup. Good day once again, basketball fans. My name is Kiko Malikdem along with John Abate as we bring you this matchup between the Pcu Dasma Dolphins and the St. Dominic Pikemen. Good afternoon, John. How's the coverage so far of the Pinoy League?
It's definitely fun. I'm definitely loving this opportunity. I'm just grateful to be here.
As, of course, we'll be joined by Bianca Tagarda, our courtside reporter, who will give us some updates later as we move on to this coverage. So, John, going into this game, like what I said, both teams started flat. They lost their first game, but they were able to recover to win the next two matches.
I mean, seeing that, it seems that both coaches have really emphasizing on the mistakes that they did. And having to be able to lose that first match and then win the next two, that's a great team to be able to adapt to their situation.
As we take a look at the schedule, it started out with San Pablo Ravens beating the UMAC Herons, and then we do have two exciting matches, and that is between BCP Calasag and Olivares Sea Lions, and then UST winning over JRU also by skin of their teeth. And right now it leads us to this fourth game, Pcu Dolphins and St. Dominic Pikemen, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, sinasabi natin this is an exciting game as we are bringing you two teams with identical records, 2 wins, 1 loss. And of course, as we see on the screen right now, the St. Dominic Pikemen, who actually won their last match. And of course, the Pcu Dolphins also got the better of their matchup last time around against the UMAC Herons. And now, let's go to the previous match of the Pcu Dolphins. What do you think was the big factor in their victory against UMAC Herons?
I mean, based off the stats, it seems like PCU really emphasized on taking it to the paint and being really aggressive. I mean, scoring 92 points while only making 5 of your 22 three-pointers. That really shows that their efficiency on the inside is a big part of their game.
And of course, we go now to the other side of the fence, and that's St. Dominic Pikemen. They won a close one, 6 points over Olivares. What happened here?
It seems like they're defensive. Having 13 steals, that's phenomenal to be able to have and create turnovers for your other team, and also leading to their transition while only shooting 8 for 36 again. So it seems like both of these teams are really aggressive and efficient inside.
And as we see on the stats, ladies and gentlemen, both teams are defensive-minded. And let's see, they also both have an FSA, so who will take that cudgels for the defensive and offensive onslaught of both teams. Now let's go to Bianca Tagarda for some updates on the sidelines. Bianca, ano ang nakuha mong balita?
Kiko and John, it's about momentum. Ayan ang balita. Both of these teams are aiming to sustain their momentum, both coming from wins. Sabi ni Coach Vin Remolacio, sabi niya nga, they came here not just to win, but to learn, as they are a young team compared to the Pikemen. The Pikemen, on the other hand, are here to sustain their winning momentum no matter the odds. Kiko and John?
Thank you so much, Bianca, for that update. And right now, let's go to our venue announcer for the introduction of the starting five in this game between the Pcu Dolphins and the St. Dominic Pikemen.
A pleasant afternoon. Welcome to the fourth of our Saturday quintuple header live on Pinoyliga YouTube channel here at ENDERUN Titans Court. In Season 5 of Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. Here are the starting five for the St. Dominic College Pikemen. At center number 20, Wilson Tilos. Forward number 16, JT Sangalang. Also at forward number 11, Ramir Emerenciana. Guard number 9, Edward the Kiwag. Also at guard number 7, J.R. Di Manuel. The head coach is Bong de la Cruz, assisted by Arwin Talag and Daryl Salomon. The starting unit for PCU Dasma Dolphins. Forward number 34, J.M. Polly. Guard number 31, Siegfried Tria. At forward number 24, Jasim Silongan. At center number 16, Kingsley Anaba. And at point guard number 14, Nino Opone. They will be led by Mike Guzman, assisted by Big Ben Remolacio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the starters for both squads. For the Pikemen, we have the Manuel, the Kiwag, Emerenciana, Sangalang, and Tilos. While for the Dolphins, we do have Opone, Anaba, Silongan, Tria, and Poli. So both teams carry a 2-1 record. Both teams have won 2 straight. Both teams believe they're just getting started. It's a battle of momentum, a battle of confidence. It's a Dolphins and Pikemen here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. And John, seeing the first 5, who do you think has the advantage in terms of height and, of course, in length?
Well, PCU is starting their import, so you would expect to establish an inside presence very early on. As they take this early shot, but it was wide open.
Yes, definitely. And how big of a factor is having an FSA in your lineup?
Definitely helps a lot. Offensively and defensively, you know, controlling the hustle points or the hustle rebounds, being able to create outlets or even set really, really good screens.
But on that offensive move by Tilos, he was able to score over Anaba, so that's something.
On the contrary, yeah.
And right now a steal. Here comes JT. Sangalang drives all the way to the basket, no good. Rebound, scramble won by JDM. On the other side, oh, there was a foul. And so far, so good for St. Dominic. They have been aggressive going to the basket.
Aggressive on the basket and on the offensive boards as well.
And that is the first personal foul. And I think Silongan is down, so I do hope he's okay. Sometimes, you know, in collegiate basketball, there is some kind of aggressiveness that happens. But now you're in MPBL. What's the difference so far between the MPBL, that is professional, and collegiate basketball?
It's definitely a lot more physical.
But yes, go ahead, please.
But I mean, it's definitely always physical, regardless of where you're playing at or what level you're playing at. There's always going to be some type of physicality. Just, you know, the MPBL is gets away with a little more things than usual.
But of course, you grew up in US, right? And when you got here in the Philippines, were you shocked about the physicality here?
No, because I knew what to expect. I was always told how physical it was here, and also being able to play street ball in the States. You know, it's definitely physical too. It's just a different style of culture and style of play as well. Honestly, that took me a little minute or a little while to adjust to it.
But you have adopted already.
Yeah.
So you know those so-called discarte whenever a player goes near you. And right now, JT Sangalang hitting the first free throw. He was fouled on the way to the basket earlier. 9:01 remaining. 2 for 2 for JT. And sometimes, do you ever get angry with yourself? Because during practices, I'm pretty sure when you hit free throws, I mean, you're comfortable. But when it's game time, suddenly, you miss free throws.
I definitely do, because when you know how good you are and how much potential you have, and you don't be able to do it in the game, it's very frustrating.
Now let's listen to our courtside reporter, Bianca Tagarda, with some updates. Bianca, what's the news?
Despite half of the roster absent as they recover from the flu, Coach Ven Remolacio shares to me na may isang player na stand out para sa kanya, none other than Mac Ragandang, who was their player of the game in their second game here in the Pinoyliga Cup. As per Ven, umiyak pa nga raw si Mac after his POG award dahil hindi niya ito ini-expect. From a bench player to now a standout, Mac surely worked for his place dahil high school pa lang ay naglalaro na siya for PCU at ngayon, his efforts are paying off. Kiko and John?
Maraming salamat, Bianca. And, you know, the story of Bianca with Rakandang being a judge as the best player, what does it do to a player whenever you're recognized as one of the best players in that game?
I mean, you have a lot of responsibility, and then having a great game, you also have a lot of expectations coming into the next game.
Yeah.
And sometimes even when you have a lot of expectations and you don't live up to it, it can kind of seem as a disappointment, but you might have a good game as well. But it's a privilege to have that because that means you're a great player.
Yes, definitely. And it will be a motivation for you to, you know, strive harder in the next game. And now let's go back to the game as PCU has a basketball, 7:33 remaining, 4-0. As St. Dominic is on top as we take a look at the floater by Tria, and basket is good for number 31, Tria. 4:02 remaining, 7:19 remaining as Sanggalang will bring down the leather. Sanggalang loses the handle, a steal there by Tria. Tria on the run, he sees opponent for the jumper, three-point shot, no good. Sky high for the board is Dakiwag. The younger brother of former PBA player at Dakiwag is playing or suiting up for St. Dominic here as we see JDM showing some dribbling exhibition here, trying to elude the defender. Here comes Dakiwag. Ed looking for a teammate. He gets it. Oh, look at the steal by Paulie. Paulie on the run. Paulie pushing it. Paulie with a sidestep. He missed that one. Paulie with a board. He sees Geronimo. Oh, great defense there by Sangala. And, you know, whenever you play, what is your most comfortable with? Is it a run and gun, a setup play, a triangle offense? What type of system are you most comfortable with?
I would definitely say run and gun and also triangle as well. Because there's pros and cons to both the tendencies to be able to have that, but then also a time to be able to execute both those type of game plans.
And right now, JDM is on the area that no one wants. That's a sideline, as there was a turnover there. And you have seen a lot of instances, John, whenever the players wanted a review. It's just that they have unlimited reviews. But, you know, to tell you honestly, each team has a limited number of times that you can do that.
You have to use it very precisely and also carefully.
Here comes Tilos. Tilos hands it over to JDM. JDM. Oh, what a shot there. But he missed that shot. Rebound by Geronimo. Geronimo on the run. Geronimo slows it down right now. Geronimo drives, and there is a foul as he was bumped by Emeren Shana. And right now, do you recall how many times you fell down to the floor?
Too many. Too many.
But it's a new experience every time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Sometimes I get hit and I don't even know where it came from. I'm just looking around on the ground. I was like, man.
Now, you're one of the go-to guys back then in college, and how much pressure does it have, you know, every time you enter the court, because a lot of people are looking forward to you exploding each time?
There's definitely a lot of pressure or expectations. You know, like how I was saying earlier, to have that, it's a privilege. And that means you're a great player to be able to have to live up to those expectations every day, to have the responsibility on your shoulders to perform day in and day out, you know, whether you're injured or not. And you just have to do it. You know, it's your job. That's what you love to do. It's at the end of the day, you know.
Have you ever been, let's say, got frustrated by the physicality?
A couple times. Because there's times where, like, they get away with a lot of sneaky stuff, you know, maybe pulling my jersey or maybe even hitting me in my ribs, but but at the end of the day, you control what you can control.
Definitely, because you know, when I saw you, you seem to be a quiet guy that doesn't mind the physicality. It's 7-3, ladies and gentlemen. 5:15 remaining, and St. Dominic having a great time right now after that three-point shot. Here comes Steven. Ooh, public display of rejection from number 16, Kingsley Anaba. And I'm pretty sure you had your battles with taller players. How is it, oh wow. How was that experience for you, being facing other taller players?
Honestly, I kind of grew up playing against taller players because, I played collegiate basketball in the States. I was one of the smallest guys on my team, if not the shortest.
Yeah.
So I'm playing against 6'6", 6'9", 6'10", every day, an opponent in practice or even exhibition. So it's kind of just something I just grew up and got used to.
As we take a look at the top performers for St. Dominic Pikemen in their last game, JT Sangalang with 13 points and 6 boards. And of course, the best player of that game, Chad Luis Amante, wearing jersey number 1 with an almost double-double performance of 17.7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we see on the screen, the Pcu Dasma Dolphins as their top performers, Chasim Silongan with 15.6 rebounds, and of course, double-double performance for Kingsley Anaba with 18 points, 10 rebounds. And look at this, 4 blocks here. Earlier, he had 1 block already.
Almost two.
Oh, almost 2, yeah. He just caught the ball at the wrong time.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
Halfway through this first quarter, as we see a 3-point shot, too strong. But Geronimo with a board, no. Oh, look at Anaba almost getting that board, but Amante with the rebound. Here comes Dakiwag. Dakiwag pushes the ball. Dakiwag, and he was fouled. And, it's kind of scary, especially when you drive to the basket and you see a big man chasing you. It makes you hesitate to take that shot.
Yeah. As a smaller guard, you really have to enforce the contact early on so he doesn't have the ability or opportunity to block your shot. But both teams are really being aggressive. They're both showing a tremendous effort on the offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds to be able to push the pace. And they're both really trying to impose their will on each other.
As we see Edward Dakiwag making 2 for 2 in the charity stripe. It's 4:32 remaining, 11-3 is the score, as we see joining the PCU is Alvin Reyes inside the court. Oh, 3-point shot. Oh, yes, sir, for Mick Geronimo. And Mick Angus Geronimo hitting that 3-point shot. JT Sangalang bringing down the leather. Sangalang, he gets it to Amante. Amante, oh, acrobatic shot. Wow, wow. What do you say about that shot?
Definitely took a lot of effort and it definitely execute. Oh, wow.
Oh, and there you go. Another physicality happening inside the court. As there will be a replay on that play as Dakiwag fell down to the floor.
Yeah.
And just like you were saying earlier, when you first arrive, suddenly you don't know where is it coming, right? And it's 13-9, and we're just in the first quarter of action, and a lot of things are happening inside already because of both teams trying to protect their winning run.
He fell down holding his stomach, so we'll see on this review.
So the score is 13-9, 4-point lead. The officials are all inside the replay center watching that review. Play under review right now here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. Kiko Malikdam along with John Abate and of course Bianca Tagarda bringing the action live as it happens here in ENDERUN Collegiate, the home of the Titans. Today is Saturday, and we are in the 4th game of this 5-game schedule. Oh! Wow. Oh. So based on the replay, it's a double disqualification foul. As we see, there was, how do you call that? A nudge? A nudge in the stomach by TAGUIG to Reyes, and then Reyes retaliated.
There's a little too much physicality right there.
Yeah.
Beyond to where it wasn't normal basketball.
And the officials, you know, sometimes this call is really good because it will have the players think twice whenever they try to play too physical with each other. You know, the referees are trying to control the game. And 3:51 remaining as both teams are back. The 5 players are back on the court. However, this will be a big one for both squads, as TAGUIG is known to be one of the scorers for this team, for St. Dominic, while Alvin Reyes is also known to be one of their top defensive guys. So losing both, if both teams lose their key players, that's a big one for them.
But on the positive side, it also allows an opportunity for other players to step up.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, look.
As both players, you know, went through the same area. So and of course the both coaches are you know, trying to plead their case.
Yeah. It looks like they're just trying to make sure everyone's safe, make sure nothing will happen to the players.
Yes. Of course, you know, physicality is part of basketball, but of course you have to restrain your emotions sometimes to avoid any unnecessary actions, because we don't want anyone to get hurt.
Of course, of course.
It's 39, 3:51 remaining, as Reyes will go down. 3:51 remaining. As, of course, the 5 on the floor. The 5 on the floor for St. Dominic. We do have Amante, Tilos, Sabayo. And then we have Isaac and Alarin. And then for PCU, we do have Tria, Anaba Opone, Geronimo, and Melchor. So, you know, John, both squads are from Cavite. It's a battle of Cavite. So, this is a rivalry also for both teams. 3:50 remaining. Action is back. Alaruin bring down the leather. Being guarded by Geronimo. Sabayo, the smallest player on the court, but the biggest heart of them all. As we see, Isaac for the 3, no good. Rebound by Opone. Opone, bring down the leather. Sees Geronimo, he has hit 2 3-pointers. No good. So Ball will stay PCU with 3:18 remaining. As Coach Bong de la Cruz will request for a review. And, you know, right now with 3:18 remaining, we, if I'm not mistaken, we had 2 reviews prior to this.
Already. Very, very early in the game.
Yes. But of course, officials, it's the right of the coaches to ask for a review. Especially, I believe they have 1 each for quarter. 3:18 remaining, ladies and gentlemen. A 4-point lead for the St. Dominic Pikemen. And, you know, both squads have met each other before in other tournaments. And like what I said, both were part or is located in Cavite. So somehow there is a battle of Cavite here.
Definitely some underlying competition or trying to be able to showcase their ability and their talents and also the pride of their schools.
You know, every time you play for your school, there's somehow like a pride, school pride. You know, you want to win each game as much as possible. And speaking of an FSA, you know, you have played with different FSAs before, like. But who was the closest FSA that you've been to with?
I'll definitely say my my friend Precious Mamawe.
Oh yeah. He just won a title with the CEU.
Yeah. He's definitely the closest one I probably ever bonded with.
And a rebound there by Anaba. He gets it to Melchor. Melchor misses. Rebound by Chad Amante. He sees Alaro in. Oh!
Hard foul.
That's hard foul. But he, you know, I'm pretty sure he no intention to hurt because he went to challenge that shot. It's 39, 3:02 remaining. And checking the team fouls, 1 team foul for the PCU Dolphins, while 4 already for, or 2 team fouls, rather. And then 4 for the PCU Dasma, as we see Alaruin going to the free throw line right now. And Alaruin making the first one. Second one, ladies and gentlemen. It's 49, a 5-point lead. Make that 6, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 3 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Let's see, a 3-point. Melchor, he gets it to Poli. Back to Melchor, someone is free. Oh, a 3-point shot by Geronimo, no good. Rebound by Alaruin. 2:40 remaining. He gets it to Chad Amante. Amante, nagdadala ng bola. Looking for a teammate, he gets it to Sabayo. Sabayo, he drives. Oh,
good
what
pass.
a pass! What a pass!
Good cut and great pass.
And look at that. Tilos was a beneficiary of that good pass. 4 points already for Tilos. Here comes Kingsley. Anaba. Ooh, what a stride to the basket by Anaba. And Anaba, first 2 points for him in this game. And exactly 2 minutes remaining. And Geronimo was whistled for that foul. As we take a look at the quality times on display, brought to you by ENDERUN Colleges. Great pass, great time by Sabayo there, as he is in the free throw line right now for the 2 free throws. And Sabayo makes the first one. Second free throw for Sabayo. 2 for 2 for Jesse A. Sabayo. It's 19-11, 1:55 remaining. Here comes PCU on the offensive. A jumper short there. Rebound won by PCU once again. A miss there by number 24, that's Silongan. Silongan is known to be one of those high motor, high energy type of player, but right now he hasn't shown that needed energy as we see Isaac for the three as he cleans the rim. And right now, here comes a drive to the basket. And you can see on the defensive play earlier that St. Dominic is trying to really look for that corner three.
Because they're really trying to protect the drive, because like I was saying earlier, they're not that efficient on the outside or on the arc. So protecting that paint, they're taking shots that they don't like. Ultimately could win you the ball game.
As we see a miss. And look at Tilos get that ball. You know, Tilos might be a role player, but he's doing the dirty job right now.
He's showing tremendous effort.
It's 22-11, exactly 1 minute remaining. As Tilos missing the first free throw. He has 4 points already. As Tilos will go to the second free throw. 5 points so far for Tilos. Wilson Tilos playing center for the St. Dominic Pikemen. Oh, a steal completed by Amante. 48 seconds remaining. Let's see. Alaruin gets the basketball. 13 seconds to shoot. 10 seconds. They have to make the move. Alaruin. Oh, his pass.
I actually thought he had the shot right there.
Oh, yeah. But if given a chance, would you take that shot already or just continue to pass the ball?
Definitely based on the reads of the defense, but he penetrated, he drove, he got to the right lane. I would have took that shot.
Meanwhile, on the other end, and look at that, the energy guy scoring. It's now 23-13, a 10-point lead with 13 seconds and a steal once again. And Silongan with a slam and drama. And John, this is what I'm saying, the high motor, high energy guy.
Reminds me of a little Motor Mike.
Oh, yes, definitely. Motor Mike reminds me of Motor Mike. But Motor Mike is a bit taller.
Just a little bit taller.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after 10 minutes of basketball action, the score is 23-15, an 8-point lead for the St. Dominic Pikemen. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the first quarter highlights brought to you by Prime Edge Marketing Consultancy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdem. And of course, we do have John Abate and Bianca Tagarda bringing the action live as it happens here in ENDERUN Colleges. As we bring you this matchup, the Battle of Cavite, St. Dominic and Pcu Dasma Dolphins. 8-point lead for the St. Dominic Pikemen as they have controlled the game so far. As we take a look at Amante. Amante wants some movement. Oh, what a pass inside. And what a layup.
Great backdoor cut.
As Tim Timan scores there. And that was the first 2 points of Tim Timan. As another player is down on the floor.
Looked like a little unnecessary movement there.
And you know, our utility guys is working hard right now. Because every time someone falls, they are ready to sweep the floor immediately. And we, you know, only 32 seconds have gone by, and there's a play under review.
I believe this is the fourth time?
More time, I think? Fourth time, yeah. But
expect more to come.
oh, yeah. Especially both teams are known to be aggressive. They're both known to be more of a defensive-minded squad. And could you recall, John, the toughest opponent or the game where you felt that after the game you want to go to a spa treatment?
Wow. Hey, I'll give one NCAA, one UAP.
Yeah, sure.
I would say Adamson because they picked me up full court.
Oh, wow.
They didn't full deny. They didn't let me touch the ball at all. And then for NCAA and actually in Pinoyliga,
Yeah.
Mapua, they did a great, fantastic job of playing defense on me being physical, and they really emphasized on complete denial.
Wow. So, you know, I bet that once you enter the court, remember the facial expression of LeBron James when he saw Kawhi Leonard entering the game?
I definitely had a couple of those moments.
Oh, who was your toughest opponent so far?
And
in your career?
my toughest opponent so far. My toughest opponent, I would definitely say Scotty Barnes. When I played against him in the U.S.
Wow, really?
He was just such a dominant force. Could guard 1 through 5. Was very agile. Was very versatile. He couldn't really shoot back then, but his size, his height, his athleticism definitely made up for it.
Wow. Oh, there was a foul there. And there's the extension.
Yeah.
So there is a unsportsmanlike foul. That gotta hurt.
An elbow to the head is definitely not a good feeling to have.
Yes. Especially if you have long arms. 9:28 remaining, 12-point lead by St. Dominic. A three-point shot here by Vidal, no good. Sky high for the board, Anaba. And now here comes Polly.
Great execution though on the inside out though.
Definitely, because it will allow you have open shots there. And Anaba hitting on that one. Do you think that Anaba should be more aggressive on offense so that PCU will have more chances here?
I definitely believe so, especially when St. Dominic doesn't have their import in. He really needs to show his size and athletic ability because I've seen this guy dunk many, many times.
Wow. And there is a foul called on number 12 as there was a push. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to Bianca Tagardo as some updates for us. Bianca, what's up?
Kiko and John, did you know that Coach Bong de la Cruz has a weapon he activates every time he feels that the team needs some height? That weapon is Jesse Sabayo, a 4'8" guard with a big heart whom we saw play in the first quarter. He was discovered by Coach Bong himself in a school in Antipolo together with Ken Alvaran and Daniel Sapnyo. As per Coach Bong, nakita niya na buo ang puso ni Jesse on court and that is exactly what he needed most in his team to get the job done. Kiko and John?
Thank you so much. I didn't know that he was standing at 4'8".
Yeah.
I think he was around 5'1", 5'2".
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. But he's playing like he's 5'5". You know, he's playing a lot higher than he should.
Definitely agree with that, John. 29-17 is the score. 8:40 remaining. Anaba, he gets it. He's far from his zone. You know, I think PCU should get the ball to Anaba much closer to the shaded lane.
He also needs to establish his positioning a lot better too, because he got pushed out farther than it should.
As we see a jumper there for Crisostomo, or was that Crisostomo or Ginto with that basket? And they needed that one. 8:16 remaining, Amante. And right now, I think that PCU is really affected with the calls. And if you're the coach of PCU, what would you tell your guys?
I'd definitely say you need to slow down St. Dominic because they're doing a great job of scoring inside and out. But they're more effective on the inside, so really understanding the scouting report, make them take the outside shots.
Yes, definitely. As right now, it's 29-19, a 10-point lead as a three-point shot, and that doesn't look good for the three-point shot because they will make you pay.
I think they heard what I said.
Oh, yeah. they felt that they were challenged. But, you know, a lot of people are saying that you kind of look like Klay Thompson before. Speaking of three-point shot.
I get Klay Thompson, Dr. Strange.
Oh, yeah.
I get it all.
Oh, my, yes, definitely. I saw that one clip in Pinoyliga. Doctor. Oh, yes, definitely. I agree with that. Silongan for the 3. Oh, they needed that one. 32-22, 7:35 remaining. And here comes St. Dominic, Isaac. He gets it to Amante, a 3. Oh my! And you know, this is where St. Dominic is dangerous. When we all know that they have a hard time hitting the three-point shot, but when they hit those threes, they're playing well also in the inside.
Because it really spaces out the floor. It draws the defender out, or even the import out. And when you have a small team like this who are quick and fast, take advantage.
35-22, 7:12 remaining. It's PCU with the basketball. They're wearing the blue jerseys right now. Here comes Tria.
Good
Oh,
pass.
what a pass. Definitely good shot there. What went right there for PCU?
It looked like St. Dominic was too worried about the three-point shot. They started extending out a little more, and the PCU took advantage of that by going back door, and they got it wide open.
Oh, what a play there by Vidal as he caught Anaba chasing him. That allowed Sdca to be free there.
Do you believe that was a pass, or do you think that was a shot?
Maybe it's a pass. You know, I tried to hit it by the board. 37-24, 6:35 remaining. As Ragandang will enter the fray. Ragandang was the best player of the game. First time the PCU won. So we all know that he has the capability to really light it up. 6:35 remaining. Sdca gets that ball. Here comes Timtiman. He drives. Timtiman. Oh, what a pass. They're looking for that extra pass. Sanggalang. 10 seconds to shoot. A layup. No good. Oh, Sdca. You know, that has been the same play of St. Dominic.
Great hustle by the import being able to follow up on the misses.
Meanwhile, here comes Tria, and there is a foul called on number 13. That is Vidal. You know, it seems that the defense of PCU were focused on everyone who drives to the basket that, you know, that they forgot their FSA, Sdca. 39-24, 5:59 remaining. Tria. Oh, a three here. They missed that one. A rebound. As Timtiman with the basketball. Gets it to JDM. JDM. Being guarded by Silongan. JT has it. Pop out. Sdca. Almost traveled there. One-hander. Vidal, no good. Rebound by Poli. And now here comes Ragandang. Ragandang gets it to Tria. Tria stop-ups, takes the shot. 3 points, no good. If you're the coach of PC right now, what would you ask them to do? Would you want them to hit the three-pointer or just run or just set it up to your FSA?
I definitely do a dribble drive type of offense because they've been doing really great on penetrating their defense. And then their threes have all been on kickouts. Yes. So setting up your shooters, collapsing the defense, is definitely the go-to right now, it feels like.
As we see JT, he gets it to Timtiman. Timtiman missing on that one. Rebound by Anaba.
Go.
And here comes, Tria. But the pass of Tria to Poli, you know, he could have stayed or he could have waited for the teammates.
Yeah. Because he did a great job of pushing and then he slowed it down a little bit. I don't think his teammate was ready, or the pass was just a little too high.
4:50 remaining, second quarter action, 39-24 as PCU Dolphins has the basketball. Or rather, St. Dominic. Oh, look at that. Wide open layup missing that mark.
Gotta make those.
And there is a foul called. You know, for PCU, what do you think they should do right now? Do they lack the energy? Do they lack the defensive effort? What seems to be the problem?
Honestly, I don't think they're doing bad at all. I just think they're just missing a lot of shots that they should be making. Earlier, often, St. Dominic really showed their defensive presence by being really aggressive, and PCU kind of just stayed moderate. They kind of stayed neutral. But now they're really picking up the pace, and they had a little run, but now St. Dominic's starting to make their run.
And for St. Dominic, what are they doing right?
Well, right now it seems like everything. They're making shots, they're being efficient, they're breaking down their defense or their press, they're getting offensive rebounds. I would just say it's just keep doing what you're doing and be able to hold the energy.
And it seems that they have the advantage. I mean, PCU seems to have the advantage in height, but St. Dominic have been very effective, and that is not a good play.
I think he thought about it just a little too much because he had a wide open lay or the dump off to the big.
Meanwhile, Leronimo hits that three. No good. After hitting 2 3-point shots, he missed another one. No good. He hit 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, but he has been silent so far from the range. 3:52 remaining.
When I played against PCU last year, I remember that guy because all he did was hit shots.
Wow.
I had to pick him up personally just to stop this guy.
Goes to show that he's really talented and has the capability. And right now, here comes the drive by Ragandang. Oh, what a pass. But he missed that one. 41-26, 3:28 remaining. Timtiman bring down the leather. Sdca is waiting for him to activate that pick and roll. And they really love those corners. A 3-point shot. Oh! JDM with a 3-point shot. 44-26. And like what you've been saying, they love those corners because they're trying to protect their drive to the basket.
They're doing a great job of setting up their shooters. They have the dribble drive offense right now and it's working for them.
Sangalang. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Sangalang, oh, what a pass to Sdca. No one is there to defend him properly. And Max Sdca, it is his 4th point with 2:44 remaining. It's now a 20-point lead for St. Dominic. We'll be back here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdam, John Apate, and Bianca Tagarda here in ENDERUN College's home of the Titans, Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5, and we are in game number 4, a 20-point lead for St. Dominic Pikemen. And, you know, we have seen stranger things in basketball. That 20-point lead can be gone in an instant.
It definitely can. Especially with today's day and age of basketball.
Oh, yeah. Especially the games that you covered earlier. Man, that was a game. And did you think that, you know, it will go into overtime?
Actually, you know, I knew it was going to be an exciting game, but the ending was formidable. I couldn't even tell. It was such a back and forth.
Wow, the action goes to show how the talent of both squads back in the previous game is an all-time high. 2:15 remaining. 20-point lead mga kaliga as Maximus Sese is in the 15-foot line. You know, when Max Sese first entered here or first joined the St. Dominic, he was a thin guy, and right now I could see some muscles in him. So he has been through the weight room. How important is, you know, lifting weights in basketball preparation? Because back then, during my time, I don't see myself, you know, when I was part of the varsity team, I don't see myself lifting weights.
I definitely see it as a big component because being able to absorb the physicality that, you know, especially in Philippines basketball, you know, there's a lot of it. And if you can't be able to take it, then you can't be able to get through it.
It's 48-26, less than 2 minutes remaining. JT Sanggalang, he drives. Oh, that is a traveling. And, you know, that has been a controversial move lately because of Nick Caballero. Do you agree with that?
There's rules that I do like, and there's some rules I don't like. Do I think that was a travel? I don't think so, but you know, there's an evolution that's happening.
But do you use that move often?
Sometimes, if I need to bring it out, you know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, timeout is called. 1:35 remaining, 48-26. It's a 22-point lead for the St. Dominic Pikemen. We'll be back dito sa Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:35 remaining, 48-26. Of course, my name is Kiko Malikdam, along with former collegiate star and now MPBL standout, John Abate. And of course, our courtside reporter, Bianca Tagarda. Newly graduate, not freshly graduate, newly grad. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Melchor hitting that free throw, 48. 28 right now, a 20-point lead. So let's see. There's still a lot of time to make a comeback, but PCU must, you know, work hard to be able to overhaul this deficit.
They definitely do. They definitely need to work on one possession at a time and really emphasize on their defensive execution.
As we see JT and it's 48-28, 1:12 remaining, and another foul. You know, it's interesting to see the number of fouls that PCU had in this first half. As clearly they're affected by the calls.
Both teams have been in bonus for a long time, and St. Dominic has, I think, around the 5-minute mark.
Sangalang will go to the second free throw. 2 for 2 for JP Sangalang. 22-point lead, 1:09 remaining. Opone wants Ginto to pop out. And right now, here comes Sandalio. Opone, nowhere to go. Decides to pass. Opone, 5 seconds. They have to take the shot, a 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Melchor. Oh, a 3, no good, ladies and gentlemen. That was Aranilla who missed that 3-point shot. 35 seconds remaining. JT Sangalang, binigay kay Sabayo. Sabayo, low post to Max Sese.
Oh, what?
Traveling. Maybe he, sometimes if you feel that you have the advantage, the more chances that you will commit the turnover there. But if you find yourself having the height advantage, do you post up your opponent?
Of course. Because I'm one of the bigger guards, or have always been like a big guard. So if I have the size advantage, baka hindi.
Right now, we got 10 seconds remaining. PCU has a basketball. Ginto, he drives. He misses that one. Alaruin has it. 2 seconds. 1 second. And time runs out, ladies and gentlemen. After 20 minutes of basketball action, the score is 50-28. And it's a big lead by the PCU Dolphins, or by the St. Dominic Pikemen over the PCU Dolphins. Babalik tayo mga kaliga sa Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat. started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the stats at the halftime. 50-28, three-point shooting, 5 for the Pikemen, and Dolphins have 3 free throws, 17 out of 19. That is something high. And of course, turnovers, 8 for St. Dominic, only 6 for the Dolphins. What happened in the first half, John? What is the reason why St. Dominic is up?
I just feel like St. Dominic has been dominating on both sides of the floor. And PCU has just been shooting themselves out of the game. I mean, I feel like they've been really efficient in going inside, and I would like to see them do that more in the second half.
And of course, when we are looking at the stats, St. Dominic had 9 fouls compared to 13. And it appears that they are really affected with the calls. But, you know, what will you, if you're the coach, what will you advise the players so that they just focus on the game itself?
I would just tell them, you know, like, don't stop until you hear a whistle, because regardless of what happens, the officials are going to do their job, and you can only control certain things.
It's 50-28, 9:33 remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Silongan. May tanga ng bola, opone. Now here comes Tria. Anaba. He drives. Anaba. He sees Silongan. Perimeter jumper. It's good for Jasim Silongan. 11 points for Silongan. 20-point lead for the St. Dominic Pikemen. Let's see if they will have the same energy that they have shown in the first half, or will they wither in this second half. Oh, Isaac with that 3-point shot. And now Opone, he gets it to Anaba. Anaba, binigay ngayon kay Silongan. Silongan, he drives, he travels. You know, some of the players, I always wonder, you know, sometimes they are easily caught with those traveling. They easily move first before, you know, dribbling the ball.
I definitely believe that, you know, the refs see a lot of things that we don't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from Bianca Tagarda with updates from the sideline. Bianca.
Kahit gaano pa ka-intense or physical ang laro, Coach Ben continues to remind his players na okay lang mainis, pero huwag mawawala sa focus because that's exactly what happened in the first half. Coach Ben even told his players, hindi yan ang tamang asal, huwag tayong maging unprofessional, school-based tayo, amidst the chaos of every scuffle. This second half, it's a reset, kaya nga during halftime ay nag-shooting daw sila ng konti to redirect their emotions to get back on track and win the game instead. Kiko and John?
Thank you so much, Bianca. You know, John, sometimes, you know, emotions get better of us. But you think that's a good way? You just take a shot so that you will release all your emotions, or you just slam it down?
I definitely always want to slam it down, but knowing myself, I'm always going to want to get a bucket regardless of the situation that happens. Because that's my way of getting back at you. I'm not going to punch you in the face.
Oh, yeah. Because, you know, not only that you'll get suspended the following day, and you'll have a fine for that one. 7:52 remaining. That's not a good idea. 7:50. Let's see, Anaba. Anaba, oh, that's a pretty sight to see. Anaba being aggressive. 55-32. So let's see if they will be able to make a run here. 23-point lead. JDM, binigay kay Chad Amante. He moves, he drives, he takes the shot, he misses that one. And ball will stay St. Dominic way. And they will right now challenge that call, as PCU believes that they didn't touch that ball. So let's see if they will have something for that one. 55-32. If you're a coach, of course, given the opportunity, given the chance to coach, when is the perfect time to use those challenge calls? Because we all know that each team has limited number of challenge calls. Do you use it in the latter? Do you save it for the latter part of the game, or do you just use it whenever you feel like it's time to use it?
I'll definitely use it for the more latter part of the game, as you said. But let's just say I know it's our ball, or I know it's going to be the outcome. I'm definitely going to challenge it, and especially with the support of a good coaching staff and also my players as well. I trust my players. That's part of being a good coach, and also an adaptable one.
But after your playing career, you're still young. Still a lot of playing years for you. Do you plan to coach?
Of course. I definitely want to give back to the community in one way or another, whether it be through basketball or other sports as well.
That's good to hear. Well, aside from basketball, what other sports do you play?
Dame.
Dame.
I played football for a little bit.
Wow.
Americano football and soccer.
Yeah.
And soccer. Swimming and track and field.
Wow. That's hard. I can only imagine. As Jasim Silongan scores once again. He has scored 4 points in the third quarter. So far, so good for Jasim Silongan, as he has proved his worth so far here. But he needs more of that aggressiveness, as they are down by 21 points. 6:34 remaining. Silongan.
PCU has been doing a great job of going inside. They've been efficient.
definitely. But of course, for Silongan, they need to clear out the way for him. You know, he's like an airplane going to the airline. I mean, freeway. It's 55-34. Oh, what a move there!
Nice, great patience.
But I think Anaba needs to be more aggressive here.
I believe so too, because in the first half, he was 100% from shooting in the paint and also from, oh no free throws yet. But his tenacity on the rebounds.
Yes, because that I believe that is where PCU has the advantage in Anaba.
Especially while their import was out for the time being, just now getting subbed in. He could have took advantage of that opportunity with Tilos.
So let's see. When I talked to Anaba last time, I think this is his last playing year. One of his last tournaments with PCU Dolphins. So, you know, if I were him, I would definitely want to leave a mark. As we see Anaba, his pass almost got stolen. A jumper here, miss. Oh, look at that, Paul Lee. 5:23 remaining, 55-38. St. Dominic with the basketball. Hawak ngayon ni Tim Timan. Tim Timan gets it to JDM. JDM, 10 seconds. There is a foul. And right now, there is a pushing foul called. Oh man, that is the fourth. Whenever you have 4 personal fouls, it limits your ability to defend. 5:02 remaining. Oh, look at this. Amante. Oh! Oh my!
Great follow-up by Sid.
And Sdca has been the recipient of those misses. And meanwhile, a 3-point shot from Tria.
Great counter by PCU to kill their momentum.
They need that more.
They definitely needed that.
57-41, 4:33 remaining. Tim Timan, binigay kay JDM. Oh my! Is that frustrating for PCU? Because he just hit a 3-pointer and then they countered it with their own 3-point shot.
It definitely is, because you're all that effort and momentum that you just had, it just went right out the window. But then you get it back, baby.
Yes.
It's aggressive.
They should continue being aggressive here. 60-43, just a 17-point lead. Earlier it was 22 or 25. 3:56 remaining. Tim Timan, binigay kay JDM. And they're leaving those corners. Oh man, that gotta hurt. How could, you know, what would you advise PCU, since, you know, the corners are always being left behind by PCU? How could they counter that one?
Honestly, I would let Kingsley, I would let him control the whole painted area. And then for the 2 guys in their zone, or their man that they side, just stay home on the shooters, because they're killing them both inside and out. So you really have to be efficient and also smart with your defensive schemes.
A miss there by Paulie, 63-43. And we just heard the coach of PCU, there were too many useless fouls. You know, sometimes, you know, players foul, you know, once they committed a turnover, they wanted to redeem themselves.
Yeah. Sometimes they do it out of frustration, and sometimes they do it because they feel like they had an opportunity. In that case, I feel like he could have had that steal, but unfortunate way, he got called for the foul.
Oh yeah, he had good intentions, but you know, the player was too fast from St. Dominic. That's why it hit the face. 63-43, balik sa 20-point lead ang Kalamangan ng St. Dominic. Kumakatok ang PCU pero ayaw buksan ng St. Dominic. As the ball will go back to St. Dominic with 3:20 remaining, 63-43. Timtiman. May hawak ng bola, being guarded right now. Oh, JDM, a three. Boom!
St. Dominic's making them pay on the arc right now.
And they probably heard us earlier when we say that they're having a hard time hitting those threes. But in this game, it's like their rim is like wide open. Meanwhile, a three-point shot, no good, miss. Rebound by Vidal. Rebound, and here comes Amante. Binigay kay Timtiman. Timtiman nagmamadali in the corner. He moves out of that zone. Gets a pick from Zeze. Timtiman gets it to Amante. Amante, he drives. Amante bumps, makes that shot. And flexing the muscles. What's your celebratory or your whenever you make a basket? What was your celebration?
Honestly, I never had one.
Really?
Yeah, because it's either the opponent is either pushing in transition or like, so I just have to get back on defense. I've always focused on going on the next play.
Maybe you could ask the opponent, don't run first.
wait.
Let me celebrate. 68-43 right now. And it's back to a 25-point lead just when we thought that PCU had the momentum of St. Dominic.
PCU went on a good little run, and then St. Dominic came back.
150 remaining, 68-43. Opone, may dala ng bola. Oh, there's a foul call. As Fresco is back in the game, replacing Tria there. Is it time to employ a man-to-man defense here?
I believe so. But St. Dominic's, their 2-3 zone has been working, so I'll let them be. But PCU, they might need a little change.
Here comes Melchor for the three. Oh, they needed that one.
Nice looking jump shot, too.
68-46. And right now I'm hearing Tao Tao. It's man-to-man. Here comes Timtiman. Gets it to Alaruin. Balik kay Timtiman. 3-second violation in Filipino terms ng itlog sa gitna. 68-46, 1:12 remaining. .22 lead, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Maligdam, John Abate, and Bianca Tagarda bringing the action here in ENDERUN College. It's a three-point shot, no good. Rebound ni Amante. They have the basketball. They have the momentum. They have the lead. And the clock is in their favor. Amante. Tignan natin. Alaruin for the three. Oh my. You know, John, I don't know what to say. It seems that it's a lucky day for St. Dominic.
They're hitting a lot of shots. They're being very efficient.
There's a foul. That will be called on Zeze. Jeronimo and Ragandang is ready to troop in back to the bench, or troop in back in the court, as they will replace Opone and Lansangan.
Let's reverse the situation. You've been asking me a lot of questions.
Yes.
Let me ask you, what do you think St. Dominic or PCU should do?
Well, for St. Dominic right now, they should use the clock to their advantage. You know, milk the clock and take a shot probably around 5 seconds and look for the open. They're really good in moving the ball. But for PCU, I guess I want them to play a man-to-man pressure defense. And then their advantage is Kingsley Anaba. I want Anaba to dominate.
Who would you consider pressing?
Yes, definitely. Because in collegiate basketball, that's the #1 play. You know, you press it. Have you heard about the nightmare press of LaSalle back then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And a miss there.
Also experienced it a little bit too.
Oh, yeah. Oh man. And ladies and gentlemen, after 30 minutes of basketball action, it's 71-47. The St. Dominic Pikemen are just 10 minutes away for their third straight victory unless a miracle of biblical proportion happens here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. And let's take a look at the long-range shot of the game brought to you by LGR. What a three-point shot there. Step back three for a Larawin. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. Kiko Malikdem along with John Abate and our newly grad, Bianca Tagarda. Ano din, ang tawag natin si BT. Yan. Kulang na lang BTS. Di ba? And now here comes St. Dominic. Oh, great defense there. Let's see, 7 seconds. You know, they had a good defense until that, last second. I like the pressure right now.
PCU really needs to emphasize that and keep doing that for the rest of the quarter, but can't bail them out by fouling at the last second.
Definitely, and of course there were a lot of players there. They have a lot of players who's in foul trouble right now.
Yeah.
JT Sangalang making that first free throw. As Kingsley Anaba is preparing to enter the game, Sangalang, that is just his 5th point in this game, and all of the points of Sangalang have come from the free throw area. And a 3-point shot, they needed it one, John. Fresco with that 3, 72-50. Do you think they should go for the 3-point shot in every possession?
I think they just need to be aggressive in general. Whether it's open to them, they need to have the confidence to be able to hit it.
72-50. 1 minute have gone by in the 4th and final quarter.
Nice, good move.
Ooh, what a block.
Better defense there.
You said good move, better defense. It's no ID, no entry. And you were thinking, where was that defense all game long, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the aggressiveness. I like the aggressiveness of PCU right now. Fresco for the 3. Short on that one. 8:38 remaining. 72-50. JT has it. Oh, great defense.
Nice.
And, you know, PCU is showing signs of life in the previous 2 possessions.
It's only 22 points and they got a lot of time.
But they have to work hard for those points. Let's see. Geronimo 3. No good. And St. Dominic is really good in, boxing out or going for that rebounds. Because I think Anaba had the ball already. Oh, traveling there. And that's not a good way to protect the lead.
PCU really needs to emphasize on the mistakes, because I believe that's 3 empty possessions they just had.
Yes. And imagine if they have converted that 6 points, you know.
Could have been maybe a 9-point game. I mean, a 12-point game.
Definitely. And look at that. A foul. More of that from Kingsley Anaba. Kingsley Anaba, graduating student for PCU.
Nice.
Makes the first free throw. And we talked to him last game when he was, you know, adjudged as the best player of the game. And he was very grateful to the PCU community for the years he was with the school. I believe this is one of his last tournament with the team.
Having a double-double last game.
Yes.
I was expecting to have almost a similar performance, especially when they didn't start their import.
Oh, yes. But he needs to be aggressive right now if they want to pull a comeback here. Pull off a comeback, rather. 7:20 remaining. JT, he drives. JT, what a move. How would you defend that one?
I would have knocked him on his butt so he couldn't get in the paint. Because he's been doing a great job of going through the defense.
And there was a foul during the rebound play. You know, he's really smooth in moving. You know, he eluded the defense and then was able to just lay it up without someone trying to block his shots.
He didn't look rushed at all. The defense tried hard hedging on the screen or even blitzing the screen. And he was able to get through it and then have the easy finish with the help side defender.
7:01 remaining as there is some substitution. You know, you scored, you rebounded, you played defense, steals, you dish out assists. Which part of the game you are most proud of?
I would say, honestly, being able to elevate all my teammates' game. You know, the points, the rebounds, or just the hard working in general. There's no better feeling than contributing to someone else's success, in my opinion.
I see. But do you have any plans to, you know, move up to the PBA after? Wow, that's great. I wish you luck, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you.
And right now, let's hear it from Bianca Tagardo. Has some updates. Bianca, ano yung nakuha mong balita ngayon?
Yes, Kiko and John. Well, a quick fun fact on the players of St. Dominic. In case you don't know, St. Dominic's Chad Amante is now living what was only a dream to him 2 years ago, or 3 years rather, where he was a utility boy for a collegiate basketball team. Kung dati raw ay siya ang nag-aayos ng mga equipment ng players, ngayon ay nasa court na rin siya na naglalaro. And as for Chad, mas ginaganahan daw siya whenever he sees how far he had went. Kiko and John?
Thank you so much. And that's a good story, you know? For Chad Amante, he started out as a utility boy, and right now, he's one of the stars of St. Dominic. 74-56 as Paulie will try to complete the budget meal 3-point shot. And that is a 3-point play opportunity for him. As Paulie has scored 5 points in this quarter, 9 points in the second half, a total of 11 in the game. 74-57, 6:06 remaining. Let's see, JDM will try to break the defense of Silongan. JDM, no good. But there was a push as Max Seze and Kingsley Anaba. Oh, it's just his first. 74-57, ladies and gentlemen, 5:52 remaining. Let's try to break the defense. Isaac, no good. Rebound by Anaba. Here comes Mick. Mick Angus. Binigay ngayon kay Silongan. Jasim, he drives, and there was a foul. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe this is something that PCU could capitalize. Penalty situation. And ladies and gentlemen, timeout is called by the St. Dominic Pikemen. We will be back 74-57. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kiko Malikdam, John Abate, and Bianca Dagarda bringing the action live as it happens as we see Jasim Silongan in the 15-foot line for free throws to help his team go back in or come back in this game. Jasim, that is his first point in the fourth quarter. As Jasim, one of the great finds of PCU Dasma Dolphins. You know, this is sometimes we hate the commentators' jinx. Whenever we praise a player and they're taking a free throw, they suddenly miss.
Well, if you ever commentate my game, no?
Yeah. I will refuse to acknowledge you,
Talks about somebody
talk
else.
good things about you during when you're taking free throws. And Paulie is having a great game so far, John. Now here comes Vidal. Vidal. It's double team. Uh-oh, that is the dangerous spot. That is a dangerous spot. You go in the side.
Yeah. Especially stopping at half court. You only got one way to go.
Definitely. And I like the attitude of the coach of PCU. He's egging on his players to focus on the next play. 5:09 remaining, just a 13-point lead.
Plenty of time to come back.
Let's see, JDM, binigay kay Zeze, balik kay JDM. Oh, there's a holding foul. .503 remaining. Oh, what a play. Oh,
Good finesse.
Wow.
Good finesse.
wow. I'm speechless with that. You know, you got three players ganging up on you on that one. And a great defense effort by St. Dominic there. JDM. May hawak ng bola. Binigay kay Ma. Oh,
Good dunk.
my goodness. What a slam and jam. What a pass. What an assist. What a dunk.
Pick and roll with the high flash. Nice easy give off to the big.
Meanwhile, on the other
Pass.
side. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, man. That would have brought the house
Yeah, that
out.
would have been nice.
78-61 as we will take a look at that slamma jamma. What a pass by Chadamante. And what a slam by Max Sese. You know, you have had battles with several collegiate stars back then. Which one player do you wish that you could get his skill, and you know, so that you would say that it will complete you?
I wouldn't say more so a skill. I would say more of a a physical future.
Oh.
I wish I had Mike Phillips' height.
Oh, man, yeah. But, you know, you're tall already.
Yeah.
But then if you're that tall, man, I don't know if you're going to be playing point guard. But, yeah, he's around 6'8", right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not
that's-
point guard in the mother leagues or other leagues,
Yeah.
but maybe somewhere professionally.
Man, that's... I know. But that's... I agree with that. The height, the energy, you know, he brings a lot to the table. But, you know, you had your experience. You were able to upset them back then. And that was a big news. I just wonder, you know, I just think of what type of celebration you had after that game.
Honestly, like I said earlier,
No.
I didn't have a celebration.
Oh, man.
I was ready for the next game. That's what I was saying.
I remember I was in Pampanga back then. I was driving home and I saw the score. What? It's an upset. And I saw Precious, you know, crying. 78-65.
I asked him, I was like, why are you crying? He was like, man, we won. I was like, man, you got to get used to this. This is what we're supposed to do.
78-65. 13 puntos na lamang ang kalamangan. Tignan natin kung makakahabol pa ang PCU because they want this game also. But look at that.
Good defense.
Good defense. And right now, if you're PCU, who will you give the ball to?
Honestly, everyone has been contributing on an equally almost factor. So like sharing the ball and just finding the right shot.
Oh, Geronimo, 3. No, and look at that. Paulie, he has been amazing in this fourth quarter. If I'm not mistaken, he has scored 10 points. 10 points for PCU Dasma Dolphins.
On both ends of the floor too, especially on the rebounding on the offensive boards.
So let's see if they will be able to come back here. .254, ladies and gentlemen, 78-67. Labing isang puntos. Timtiman almost loses that one, but he was able to recover it. Timtiman binigay kay JDM. JDM, jumper, using the board to his advantage, John. 232. Opone, floater, no good. Oh, those were the sayang moments.
On that shot, Kanina, he just wanted a little more security and making sure that was going to go in.
Oh, yes. 2:22 remaining. I guess it's time to launch those three-point shots.
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But they have to play good defense, tough defense.
Good defense and good execution.
2:13 remaining, 80-67, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, technical.
Technical foul number 39, Alvin Isaac. Technical foul number 24, Justin Silongan. Both for a sportsmanlike conduct. Justin Silongan, 5 fouls.
Oh, that's a double whammy for him. Because in collegiate basketball, once you're whistled a technical foul, it counts as a personal foul. So that's a hard one for Silongan because he has had a great game so far. If I'm not mistaken, he has scored in double figures.
Yes. He's definitely one of their components of why they made a great run so far to come back.
Definitely. 80-67, 2:13 remaining. Sese, may tanga ng bola. Binigay ngayon kay Timtiman. Pop out. JDM. This has been the same play there running as Team Timan hits the 3-0. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the last 2 minutes here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. And that would have been a backbreaker. And Anaba just settled for that perimeter jumper.
St. Dominic's doing a really great job of slowing it down now to wind down the clock, like you said earlier. PCU, on the other hand, I feel like they need to take smarter shots.
Definitely, as miss there by Chad. He gets it to Fresco. Fresco short, Opone, jumper, it's good. 1:21 remaining. And right now, St. Dominic is unloading their reserves to the game, trying to give them exposure, because this exposure might help them in the near future. And the ball will go back to PCU. Geronimo, 3, short. He rebounds it. Opone. Suddenly, he was surprised. He was free alone under the basket.
He turned around and he said, oh.
Definitely. I could feel it. Because that was a great pass. And he I mean, his teammate was able to see him free. But, you know, he suddenly wondered, wow, I'm free alone.
Mm-hmm.
But Opone could not make that shot. Tingnan natin if the second free throw, Opone make that one. Just a 13-point. They couldn't seem, you know, break the 10-point barrier.
Yeah. Too many lapses on both sides of the floor for PCU, and St. Dominic just took advantage of it.
Definitely, I agree with that, John. Because especially whenever they had the chance to inch closer, St. Dominic seemed to hit those 3-point shots.
When PCU went on a run, St. Dominic would go on a run right back. And if you're trying to come back from a deficit already, you can't let that happen.
Oh, an air ball there from Manaba. And this is one of those games that you would love to forget if you're Kingsley Anaba. 83-70, 36.64 seconds remaining. Here we go. Vidal bringing down the leather, gets it, and there's a steal by Pauly. Pauly, he drives, he slams, he pours his frustrations to the rim. 83-72. 14 seconds remaining. And St. Dominic, after a physical game, it all ends with a handshake and recognition with each other. And final scores, 83-72. Final, you know, thoughts of the game, John.
St. Dominic really controlled the game, and also the tempo as well, in my opinion. Like I said earlier, PCU had just too many mistakes, especially when they went on a run and then they allowed St. Dominic to go on a run. You can't allow that to happen several times throughout the game when you're trying to come back.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will be hearing the school hymn of the victorious St. Dominic Pikemen, followed by the interview with the best player of the game with Bianca Dacarda, and later we'll wrap it up.
Our best player of the game with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, J.R. De Manuel.
Mga kaliga, I'm here with our best player of the game na si J.D. Manuel. Ayan nga, grabe yung celebration sa'yo ng mga teammates mo. No, congratulations for that win, J.D. Manuel. Now, Jay, ang daming physicalities ng laro na ito, ang daming distractions kung tutuusin. Pero, how are you able to focus? How are you able na maglaro lang?
Sa totoo lang, yung pag physical yung game, sinasabi ni Coach Bang siya na bahala sa mga nasa labas, kami na bahala maglaro. Mag-focus lang kami. Focus na sa pinapagawa niya. Ayun lang.
At ikaw nga talaga yung nagbahala ngayong laro na ito as you are the player of the game. Now, Jay, during the second half ng third quarter, ang laki ng lamang ninyo, 20 plus, at most 20 plus points. Karamihan sa mga players kapag gano'n, nawawalan ng gana kasi alam nila mananalo na sila. Pero ikaw mas ginanahan ka palalo. So ano ba yung inspiration mo or motivation mo na maglaro pa despite, regardless of the score?
Sa totoo lang, si Coach Bong, ayaw niya nung betics, ayaw niya yung laro na nilalaro pa. Then, pag nasa game, katulad kanina, halftime, bago magsimula yung third quarter, kinausap kami. Ganun pa rin tayo, mag-focus pa rin kayo sa laro nyo, sumunod pa rin sa sistema, hanggang matapos yung laro. Ayun lang.
And I'm sure proud si Coach Bong sa ginawa mo today. Now, lastly, may gusto ko bang batiin or shout out?
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon sa binigay niyang panalo sa amin. Then, sa family ko na nanonood every game ko, sa baby ko, sa partner ko, sa nanay ko, sa tatay ko, sa lolo Rico ko, tsaka sa lola ko. Then sa buong community ng St. Dominic, kay Doc J, kay Doktora, kay Ma'am Grace, lalong-lalo kay Ma'am Grace, maraming salamat po sa suporta. Then kay Coach Bong, sa mga coaches, maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat and congratulations again, Jay, for this win. Mga kaliga, let's go back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Bianca, and congratulations to J.D. Manuel and the rest of the St. Dominic Pikemen, 83-72. And John, do you have any shout-outs to do? And I'm hoping that we could do this more often.
Of course, I just want to give you a special shout out because it's been great and fun hanging out with you for a while. Special shout out to PCU and St. Dominic for having a great game, and thank you for all the viewers and the fans, and thank you to Pinoyliga.
And on behalf of the hardworking men and women of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, and also John Abate and Bianca Tagarda, we have one more game. This is Kiko Malikdem. Join us for the final game between the Diliman College and the MCU Surprise.